Hello everyone. So today's reading is about the month ahead. What's in store for you for the month of November, okay? So we have our water signs, our fire signs, our air signs, and our earth signs. Timestamps are down below. Be sure to also check out your moon sign and your rising sign, and I will see you there. Bye-bye. What's up, water signs? So first we're going to start with the Modern Witch Tarot deck to see what's coming up for you for the month of November, okay? Okay, let me just look at this for a second. Okay, so first we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so the card in this position represents you. Okay, so this is the South. So you are really going to have a lot of new opportunities coming your way in the month of November. You're going to have a lot of choices with these opportunities for the month of November, okay? And the only thing I would say to this is to just be very careful that you are being really discerning when it comes to making these choices, that you are really being realistic with these choices that you are making, okay? Because the Seven of Cups can also represent, you know, illusion. So sometimes things may seem a certain way and it can turn out a different way. Okay, so any opportunities, any new opportunities that are coming your way, just make sure that you are really being realistic with these choices and make sure that you're making the right choices, okay? And just make sure whatever it is you are choosing, that it's in alignment with your purpose, okay? Okay, so next we have the Fool, one of my favorite cards. Okay, so the card in this position represents the personal theme for this month for you. So the personal theme is new beginnings, okay, new opportunities, okay, really starting the beginning of a journey, okay, really understanding that sometimes you have to jump off that cliff and just start something. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so that's the theme for this month, for the upcoming month of November for you. Really starting to work on your goals, really starting to go on this journey that you have been thinking about, that you may have been hesitating on because you may not have, you know, you may not feel like you have 100% of the resources or be fully prepared and equipped for this, but you know, you don't need that right now is what this month, this upcoming month is saying, that you can just start because you have the potential for success. You have the potential to really start aligning with what it is you want for yourself. You know, you have the potential for new experiences and, you know, personal growth and development and even an adventure. Okay? So I also think the theme for this month can be to learn how to relax, to learn how to have fun, okay? To not let worry and self-doubt come in you know, to really maybe sit in silence or meditate sometimes, because I know October has been tense for a lot of you water signs. You know, things may have even be a little bit chaotic, you know, this month that we're in right now. So moving into November, there's a lot of opportunity for new energy, more positive energy, more fun, more spontaneity. Okay. Okay, so we have the next card. It is the Nine of Pentacles. And the card in this position represents what you will accomplish for the month of November. Okay? So the Nine of Pentacles is really about recognizing how hard you've worked. Okay, and now it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's about material wealth. It's about money. It's about self-indulgence. You know, this month you are going to really be able to buy yourself something nice to treat yourself. Okay, because of the hard discipline, because of the self-confidence that you've had, the hard work that you've been putting in. You've really come into a space of financial independence. Okay, so you're really going to be in a space to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're really going to be in a space where you are going to feel really good in your environment. Okay, you're going to feel in harmony with your environment. You're going to feel in harmony with nature, and it's just going to make you feel good. Okay, so it's time, you know, this upcoming month, you're really going to be enjoying the hard work that you put in. Okay, buy yourself a gift. Buy yourself something nice, because you deserved it. You deserve it. Okay. Okay, so next we have the Five of Wands. And the card in this position represents what you should do for the month of November. Fives represent conflict and change. Okay, so like I said, this month that we are in now, October, especially with the retrograde, things were very intense. Things may have even been chaotic for some of you water signs. You may have been faced with a lot of conflicts with different people in your lives, or even the same people, or a certain situation, whether it's personal or even just career-wise. Things seemed, you know, out of control. Nobody has been on the same page. Okay, so the card in this position is really saying to rise above that this month, because you're moving into this upcoming month of November. You're moving into different energy. You have the opportunity to move out of that chaoticness that you want to move away from. Okay, so it's really saying to maybe take the time to listen to others' opinions, or why someone disagrees with something. You know, take the time to listen. Okay, pick and choose your battles so that you can really rise above that. Okay. And just make sure whatever it is you are choosing, that it's in alignment with your purpose. Okay? Okay, so next we have the Fool. One of my favorite cards. Okay, so the card in this position represents the personal theme for this month for you. So the personal theme is new beginnings. Okay, new opportunities. Okay, really starting the beginning of a journey. Okay, really understanding that sometimes you have to jump off that cliff and just start something. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so that's the theme for this month, for the upcoming month of November for you. Really starting to work on your goals, really starting to go on this journey that you have been thinking about, that you may have been hesitating on because you may not have, you know, you may not feel like you have 100% of the resources, or be fully prepared and equipped for this. But you know, you don't need that right now, is what this upcoming month is saying, that you can just start, because you have the potential for success. You have the potential to really start aligning with what it is you want for yourself. You know, you have the potential for new experiences and, you know, personal growth and development and even an adventure. Okay? So I also think the theme for this month can be to learn how to relax, to learn how to have fun, okay? To not let worry and self-doubt come in, you know, to really maybe sit in silence or meditate sometimes, because I know October has been tense for a lot of you water signs. You know, things may have even be a little bit chaotic, you know, this month that we're in right now. So moving into November, there's a lot of opportunity for new energy, more positive energy, more fun, more spontaneity. Okay. Okay, so we have the next card. It is the Nine of Pentacles. And the card in this position represents what you will accomplish for the month of November. Okay? So the Nine of Pentacles is really about recognizing how hard you've worked. Okay, and now it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's about material wealth. It's about money. It's about self-indulgence. You know, this month you are going to really be able to buy yourself something nice to treat yourself. Okay, because of the hard discipline, because of the self-confidence that you have had, the hard work that you've been putting in. You've really come into a space of financial independence. Okay, so you're really going to be in a space to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're really going to be in a space where you are going to feel really good in your environment. Okay, you're going to feel in harmony with your environment. You're going to feel in harmony with nature, and it's just going to make you feel good. Okay, so it's time, you know, this upcoming month, you're really going to be enjoying the hard work that you put in. Okay, buy yourself a gift. Buy yourself something nice, because you deserved it. You deserve it. Okay. Okay, so next we have the Five of Wands. And the card in this position represents what you should do for the month of November. Fives represent conflict and change. Okay, so like I said, this month that we are in now, October, especially with the retrograde, things were very intense. Things may have even been chaotic for some of you water signs. You may have been faced with a lot of conflicts with different people in your lives, or even the same people, or a certain situation, whether it's personal or even just career-wise. Things seemed, you know, out of control. Nobody has been on the same page. Okay, so the card in this position is really saying to rise above that this month, because you're moving into this upcoming month of November. You're moving into different energy. You have the opportunity to move out of that chaoticness that you want to move away from. Okay, so it's really saying to maybe listen, take the time to listen to others' opinions, or why someone disagrees with something. You know, take the time to listen. Okay, pick and choose your battles so that you can really rise above that. Okay. So the next card we have is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay. And the card in this position represents what should I embrace. Okay. So I'm getting the sense for October, you've been working really hard. You've been faced with a lot of adversity. Okay. You have been struggling to keep working towards your goal, maybe, or even struggling with a lot of responsibilities. Okay, and you may have been feeling that you can't cope with all of this. So moving into November, you really need to embrace tapping into your inner resources, tapping into the resilience that you have inside of you to get through this, because nines represents a final push. You know, so these setbacks, the struggles, they're temporary. when you're in the nine, when you're in the nine space, it means that you're almost at the end. This is almost over. So really embracing the strength and the resilience that is inside of you to get through this. You'll once you do that, you'll be able to get through it. Okay, and also embracing asking for help. Okay, also embracing the help of friends or family or your partner or whoever you trust to support you and get you through, you know, the hard times, the adversity, the struggle that you've been experiencing for this current month. Once you move into November, really looking deep inside and saying, like, I do have the resilience to get through this. I'm still standing. Okay. So the next card we have is the Knight of Cups in reverse. And the card in this position represents, what obstacles will I face? Okay. So what I can say for this is an obstacle that you will face in the month of November is daydreaming. Okay. Now, I love to daydream, especially as a water sign. I am a water sign. Okay. It's one of my favorite pastimes. Okay. The reason why daydreaming can be an obstacle is because it can hold you back, and it can, you know, we dream and sometimes it's not really realistic or grounded in reality. So going back to the self position, the Seven of Cups, we have to really ensure that any ideas that we have for ourselves, we have to make sure that we are really excuse me, being realistic. Okay. We have to make sure that we can actually plan the ideas that we have. Okay, for example, if you want to go on a big trip, you know, you have to really plan for that. You have to really ask yourself, okay, how much does this cost? And figure those things out and make those things tangible. Okay, and I get the sense for the month of November, you may share some of your dreams or ideas. Okay, and people may call you out on that and say, well, that's not realistic. And that could really bring you into a space of moodiness. Okay, because people aren't letting you dream. So that can be an obstacle for you. Just making sure that you are being realistic with yourself. Asking yourself, am I being realistic? Asking yourself, are the goals I set for myself realistic? Asking yourself, are my expectations of myself realistic? Are they too high? Do I need to change my perspective? Okay. So the next card we have is the Ten of Wands. Okay, and the card in this position represents where to find support. Okay. So the Ten of Wands really represents carrying a heavy burden, carrying extra responsibility. So that's something you may come in contact with for this month of November. And I think really finding the support of, if this is an issue with work, with your career, if you're maybe working extra hours or if you're taking on extra responsibility. Okay, really trying to get the help of your coworkers if you can, really trying to get the support of your supervisor. If you are the one in charge, if you are the boss, really learning to delegate some of that work, really finding that support, really being open to letting go of that burden. Okay. You know, and if it's a personal thing, if it has to do with something outside of work, really embracing the help of family or friends. Asking for help from people you trust. Okay. So the next card we have here are the Lovers. And the card in this position represents, what action do I need to take? Okay. So while the Lovers card does represent finding a soulmate, you know, new exciting love, you know, connecting with another person, I think in this term, water signs, this really has to do with connecting with yourself on a deeper level. Really figuring out what your values are, what your beliefs are, who you are as a person. Okay? What your life philosophy is, what your mission statement is. Okay? So asking yourself those questions, asking yourself, you know, what's important to me, what's not important to me. Okay? Asking yourself, who am I? How can I stay true to myself? How can I be authentic and genuine, you know, in my life and how I live my life? Okay? Really changing your perspective on things that you feel hold you back. Really really trying to figure out the best version of yourself. You know, the more your higher consciousness, your more elevated self. Okay? So that you can choose love, self-love, love for others. Okay? Love for everything. Okay? Because that's the energy that you want to flow into in November. If you really want that harmony, you can have that, and it really plays off the Five of Wands, really rising above all of it. Okay? So the next card, and the last card we have here, is the Eight of Swords. And the card in this position represents your advice card, encouragement. Okay? I think moving into this new month, you know, moving into the month of November is really recognizing that you're not trapped. Okay? You're not trapped by your circumstances. You're not trapped in this situation. You have a way out of it. You're moving into new energy. You're moving into new opportunities. You're moving into possible abundance. And moving into this in November, really changing your perspective on how you view things. Really changing your perspective on your situation. And knowing that you aren't alone. Okay? Knowing that you have people who are there to support you. And if you feel confused about what to do, again, I think doing a lot of self-introspection, doing a lot of meditation to connect with yourself on a deeper level. Being open to really moving out of this energy. Okay? Okay, so lastly, let's use the Self-Care Oracle deck. As you guys watch my videos, and hopefully you'll know that self-care is probably one of my favorite things to talk about, to promote. And self-care isn't just, you know, a social media thing. It's an evidence-based practice. It's really, really important to take care of your physical, emotional, psychological, and spiritual self-care. Okay? So water signs, let's see what self-care exercise you can engage in for the month of November. Okay, this card jumped out. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this makes sense. Sync with the moon. Okay, let's read what that says. The moon is a powerful celestial entity that reflects the flow of our cycles and the many phases we go through. Look up the current moon phases for guidance on which energy will serve you best at this time. Okay, so let's look at the new moon, so that since that's coming up for the month of November. So it says, carve the time and space to get clear on your desires and set your intentions. Write down what you want to manifest, amplify your intentions, and keep track. Okay. Okay. So really use the moon phases to go through the ebbs and flows that you will be experiencing for the month of November. Okay? Very important. Okay, water signs, those are your messages. If you are celebrating a birthday for this upcoming November, I want to wish you a happy birthday. Good luck and bless. What's up, fire sign? So we are going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot to see what is coming up for you in the month of November, okay? So I'm going to shuffle. Okay. Okay, so let's just look at this for a little bit. Okay. Okay, so the first card we have here is the Three of Cups. Okay. And so this is you currently. This is what you are bringing into the month of November. So you've been celebrating. You've been having a good time with your aces, with your friends who really lift you up, your friends and family who really understand you. Okay, so maybe you've been celebrating a birthday, maybe you've gone on vacation, you know, you're feeling good, you're having a good time, or maybe even you're collaborating with people who you know, close friends or people you are just really having a good flow with. Okay, so that's where you currently are, and that's what you're currently bringing into the month of November. Okay, so the next card is the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the card in this position represents the personal theme for November. Okay, so the personal theme for November for you, fire signs, is standing your ground, holding your ground no matter what obstacles you face. Okay, really using your self-confidence. Okay, really having strong self-empowerment to hold steady and to stand your ground against any obstacle that you're going to face this month. Okay, so you're really like, no. You have strong self-belief, you have strong self-confidence, and nothing is going to get in your way. Okay, so the next card is the Eight of Wands. So the card in this position is what you will accomplish for the month of November. Okay, and so you're going to be accomplishing a lot because things are going to be rapidly changing. Things are going to be happening very quickly, and you're going to be well prepared for that. You're going to have the energy to really work on your goals. You're going to have the energy to snatch those opportunities that's going to come towards you. Okay, because you know what you need to expand your energy on. you have laser focus moving into the month of November. Okay, so you're really going to be accomplishing a lot. You're really going to be working hard. You're really going to be really focused, which is really good in terms of aligning with what you want. It takes work, it takes discipline, and you're going to have that. Okay, so the next card is the Ten of Swords. And the card in this position represents, what should I do? What should you do for the month of November? Okay, so it looks as though there's going to be some sort of painful ending, some sort of drama, some sort of trauma possibly, you know. But you knew this was coming. I'm getting the sense, fire signs. You knew it was going to happen. And you were just kind of waiting for the ending to happen. Okay. So what you should do for the month of November is really accept that there's an ending. You know, work on coping with the emotional drawbacks of this painful ending. Okay, and know that you're going to be okay. And I get the sense that you do know that. Whatever happens, whatever's going on currently, at the end of it, when all the cards fall, you know it's going to be okay. Okay, so what you can do for November when this ending does happen is to really lay low. You know, to really just take the time to be by yourself so you can work through any emotional drawback from this situation. Okay, so the next card is the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, and the card in this position, it is, what should I embrace? Okay, so for the month of November, what you should embrace is your inner power. Embrace your unwavering belief you have in yourself, because this painful ending that could happen in the month of November, it could possibly shake you up and really make you question yourself. So it's important to embrace the power you have within yourself, the strength you have within yourself, your unwavering belief you have for yourself, your higher self, the connection you have with your higher self, in order to get back on the horse, so to speak, because fire signs, you're not someone who lets external energies or people knock you off your focus. Okay, so it's important to embrace those parts of yourself, to remember who you are, to remember the self-belief you have in yourself, and embrace those parts. Okay, so the next card we have is the Hierophant. Okay, and the card in this position represents what obstacles you will face for the month of November. Okay, so a song comes to mind. I want to break free. That's what you want. I want to break free. That Queen song. Okay, you want to break free. You want to go against the grain. You want to follow your own self-belief, your own beliefs. Okay, you don't want to follow tradition. You want your own independence. Okay, and that may be an obstacle because the Hierophant is all about conforming. It's all about, you know, following tradition. It's all about following a set of beliefs that are put in place. Okay, so there could be a figure, some authority figure or some institution or something that may try to block you from that. Okay, that may try to hold you back from that. Okay, and that's where holding your ground kind of really pulls that in, you know, for the month of November. Knowing yourself and knowing what you want, and not letting obstacles get in the way of that. Okay, so the next card we have Judgment, and the position of this card represents where to find support. Okay, so I think for you fire signs, where you can find support is with yourself. Okay, with your higher self, connecting with your higher self through meditation, through sitting in stillness, through watching your thoughts, through self-evaluation. Okay, and you know that comes easy to you. It will come easy to you in the month of November. I keep hearing I know, because you know. Okay, and on the flip side, finding support by sharing your struggles with people who have experienced similar things, you know, who have maybe experienced painful endings themselves, because that can really help you feel like you're not alone. Okay. Okay, so next we have the Four of Wands. Always a lovely card. Okay, and the card in this position represents what action do I need to take. So the action you need to take for the month of November is a sigh of relief. Okay, you will accomplish a lot. You will have a lot of opportunities. Okay, so right now you will move into a space of a solid foundation, into a space of stability. Okay, so the action you need to take is just take a sigh of relief, like, oh, finally, you know. Look at your accomplishments, celebrate your accomplishments, you know, with your friends and family, your loved ones, your partner, whoever. Just celebrate, have a good time, relax, put your feet up, because you have built a stable foundation for yourself, and now you are here. Okay, and lastly we have the Queen of Wands, and the card in this position represents advice and encouragement. Okay, so the advice is to live your life boldly. Let yourself shine. You're going to be very sociable in the month of November, and step into the limelight, and don't be afraid to express yourself, your thoughts, your beliefs. Live boldly. Okay? Okay, so let's look at the self-care oracle to see what self-care activity you can engage in for the month of November. Now, while you guys watch my videos, and hopefully you will, you'll know that I love self-care. I love talking about it. I love promoting it, encouraging people to engage in self-care, because it's more than just a social media thing. It is an evidence-based practice. Okay, and it's very effective. It's very, very effective. It's important to really take care of your physical, spiritual, emotional, psychological self-care. Okay. Okay, so we have alone time. You're going to need it, fire signs. You're going to be very sociable this month, okay? And it's really important to take some time for yourself. Take some time to have some self-introspection. Take some time to evaluate what's going on. Maybe even take time to move through this painful ending that could happen next month. Okay, so let's see what the card reads. So the mantra reads, I make time to focus on myself. Joyously explore your alone time. Think about what you would like to do in solitude, then plan so that your time is freed up and your commitments are put on pause. Find peace and stillness by completely tuning into your own needs. You can keep it simple and plan something like a quiet night at home to journal and be introspective. Go for a walk, work on a creative project, meditate, or try a solo activity that feels restorative to you. Be sure to communicate to your loved ones how important this time is for you. Make them aware of how it allows you to show up more fully in daily life. That way, they can support you by respecting the time you need to be alone without interruption. Okay, fire signs. So make sure you are making some time for your own needs, okay, for the month of November. Okay. All right, fire signs, those are your messages. I hope some of it resonated with you. I want to wish you good luck. Have a happy November, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, air signs. So we are going to start with the Modern Witch Tarot deck to see what is coming for you for the month of November, okay? Okay. Okay, so first we have the Sun, and the card in this position represents you. It represents the self, and it represents what energy you're bringing into the month of November. And you're really feeling positive, you're really feeling joyful, you're really feeling excited about the new month coming in, because I'm getting the sense excuse me, that the month of October has been a very tense month for you. Okay, so you're kind of feeling relief that it's coming to a close. You're kind of feeling ready for the new energy of this new month that's coming up. Okay, so the next card we have here is the Five of Cups. Okay, the card in this position represents the theme of the month. Okay, so like I said, I'm getting the sense that October has been tense for you air signs. Okay, October actually has been intense for a lot of people. Okay, so with the Five of Cups, it tells me that maybe in this current month of October, there has been some type of disappointment. There has been some type of ending or loss. Okay, a painful one. Okay, so for me, the theme of this month for you air signs is healing. Okay, recovery, moving on, emotional recovery. Okay, next we have the Fool. Okay, so the card in this position represents what you will accomplish. And I think given the theme and looking at the Fool, what you'll accomplish is really the opportunity to garner inner joy again, to get back to that old feeling of happiness, of spontaneity, of lightness. Okay? Because like I said, this current month has been tough for you, has been rough for you, and that's what you are really looking forward to getting back to, and you will accomplish that. You will get back to that inner peace, that joy, that lightheartedness. Okay? The next card we have here is the Hierophant. And the card in this position represents what you should do for the month of November. And to me, since the theme is healing, the Hierophant, I think, for this position is saying to seek some counsel. Okay? Maybe seeking a licensed professional to help you on this healing journey, to help you with guidance. Or if you are religious, you know, going to church, connecting with your church community, or connecting with the church leaders for guidance, you know, to help you heal, to help you get through this pain, this grief. Okay? To help you, you know, learn how to cope and how to get through it. Okay, so the next card we have here is the Hermit. And the card in this position represents what you should embrace. So what you should embrace for the month of November is going inward, withdrawing from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Because when you're in a journey of healing, you do have to do some self-introspection. You do have to do some self-evaluation. You do have to really figure out, with this healing, with this moving on in this new direction, what does that look like? Where do you go from here? And you need stillness. You need time alone to figure that out. Okay. The next card we have is the Ace of Wands. And the card in this position represents what obstacles will I face. Okay, and I think looking at this card, I think an obstacle you could face is possibly wanting to give up for this healing journey that will occur in the month of November. Because it may be sometimes when you are healing, when you're going through the process of healing, it can be daunting. It can be overwhelming. And it could be what you didn't think it would be. And so the feeling of wanting to just start over or just give it up, that could be an obstacle that you're facing. Because the Ace of Wands really says, keep going, there's potential there, but you have to persist. You have to keep taking action, because there is a lot of potential to heal. There's a lot of potential to grow and move on. But just because it doesn't look like the way you think it should look, or it doesn't feel the way you think it should feel, does not mean you should give up. Okay? Okay, so the next card here is the High Priestess, my favorite card. And the card in this position represents where to find support. Okay, and I think air signs for the month of November, finding support within, finding support with yourself, listening to your intuition, connecting with your intuition, listening to yourself, listening to your gut. You have the answers to those deep questions. And I know air signs, you guys are thinkers. I know you can be rational, but you also feel. Okay, so this is the time for November to really tap into your intuition and really answer those deep questions you've been asking yourself. Okay. The next card we have is the Four of Pentacles. And the card in this position represents what action you should take, air signs. And the action you should take for this month is to let go. To really let go. You may have been asking yourself, should I let this go? Yes, is the answer. In order to heal, we have to accept, we have to let go. Accept radically, fully. So let it go. Okay? And lastly, we have the Nine of Swords. And this is the card in this position is the advice and encouragement card. And I think for you, air signs, the advice is to really work on your worrying, your anxiety about this healing journey, about that painful loss. Asking yourself, you know, is it as bad as what my mind is telling me it is? And it could be. The answer could be yes. But knowing that this is going to pass. This too shall pass. You know, these feelings, this worry, these thoughts that might keep you up at night because of this situation that happened in this current month of October. It's almost at its end. So hang in there. Really use your coping skills to get through that. Try to cope as well as you can because it's going to be okay. Okay? Okay, so let's look at what is one self-care activity you can engage in with the self-care oracle. Self-care is one of my favorite things, so you'll find me, when you watch my videos, I talk about it a lot because it is paramount, so very important. It's not just, you know, a hot button social media thing. It's something that's actually real, it's evidence-based. Okay, so let's see. We have massage. Okay, so going on this healing journey that you'll be going on, air signs, for this month of November, it can be very tense. It could be intense. Okay, so getting massages is something that could really help bleed out that tension that you could possibly feel while going on this journey of healing. Okay, so let's see what the card reads. Okay, so it says, I'm fully relaxed and feel peaceful in my body. It says, bodies love to be touched. Massages are a vital part of self-care because most people live with some amount of discomfort. Sometimes specific places in our bodies scream out for attention through pain, while others make more subtle requests through stiffness and limited mobility. Before you start a massage, scan your body from head to toe. Feel into the areas where you are holding tension. Set the intention of releasing your physical and emotional discomfort during the massage. If it is within your budget, book a massage with a professional as a royal treat for yourself. Or alternatively, create a relaxing space at home with subtle lighting, aromatherapy, and candles, and by setting an intention. Massage your hands and feet, exploring reflexology techniques or your own intuitive movements. You can also ask a loved one if they'd like to exchange massages with you. Remain mindful throughout the process and see what comes up for you on a physical, emotional, and spiritual level as you give and receive the gift of touch. Okay, I like that. Okay, air signs. So for the month of November, you are going through a healing journey, and I'm very excited for you. Okay, so those are your messages. I hope some of it resonated. I wish you all the luck for the month of November. Good luck and bless. Hello, Earth signs. So first we are going to start with the Modern Witch Tarot deck to see what is coming to you for the month of November, okay? Okay, so the first card we have here is the Seven of Cups. Okay. And the card in this position represents you, so it represents the self and what you will be bringing into the month of November. So it looks as though you're going to be having some choices to make and some opportunities coming into the new month, okay? So, you know, opportunities, maybe a new job, maybe the opportunity to make more money. And in terms of choices, just making sure that you are being very discerning and making the right choice. Okay, because the Seven of Cups can also represent illusion and also represents, you know, making sure you're being realistic when it comes to making choices for yourself, okay? So the next card we have here is the Ten of Pentacles, money. Okay, and the card in this position represents the theme for the month. So the theme for the month of November for you, Earth signs, is generating wealth, financial stability, possible relationship stability if you're in relationships, garnering wealth, garnering accomplishments. Okay, so the theme of this month is you're going to have a lot of good things coming up in terms of success, in terms of accomplishments, in terms of money, in terms of, you know, stable family, security. Okay, very exciting. The next card we have here is the Four of Pentacles. Okay. The card in this position represents what you will accomplish. What you will accomplish for this month is really being able to focus on your goals, you know, focus on really acting conservatively when it comes to your money, really watching what you're spending so that you can accumulate the wealth the way you want so you can have a comfortable life. Okay, so you're really focused on the future in terms of your financial stability, in terms of having a comfortable lifestyle. So you're going to accomplish, you know, coming up with a savings plan. You're going to accomplish investments so you can continue to build on the wealth that you want for yourself, going in with the theme for the month of November. Okay, so the next card we have here is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, and the card in this position represents what you should do. So for the Six of Pentacles, what you should do, just going in with the theme, is really donate some of the wealth that you are accumulating. Okay, helping others out, sharing the wealth, maybe helping family members out who have been in a bind, who have been struggling financially, or even just with your time and energy, helping them out that way as well. Okay, because that will make you feel good, that will lift you up, and it is important to share your wealth because you do get back from doing that as well. Okay, the next card we have here is the Knight of Wands. And the card in this position represents what you should embrace for the month of November. And what you should embrace for the month of November is patience, calm. Okay. You should embrace not being impulsive, you know. Sometimes you can accumulate so much and you start impulsively spending. So just being very careful with that. And in terms of patience and calm, try not to rush through this moment of accomplishments and success. You know, slow down a little bit. Keep thinking of the long term. Okay. The next card we have here is the Two of Cups. Okay, and the card in this position represents what obstacles you will face for the month of November. And it looks like for you earth signs, you are facing loneliness for this month of November. You are questioning, you know, you've been working hard and you've had so much success. Why is one part of your life, this part of your life is so successful, but when it comes to having someone to share that with, you don't. So you feel lonely. And you might be questioning, what's wrong with me? Or, you know, what is the blockage from me finding someone to share this with? Okay. Or the right person. You may find someone, but they haven't been the right person for you. And it's really starting to bother you because you have so much success, you know. It's something you worked hard, something you worked hard for, something you wanted, and now you're feeling that you want to share that with someone, but it's been blocking you for quite a while. Okay, because the Two of Cups is connection. It's building an intimate relationship. It's unified love. It's finding someone, and you want that, but it's going to be an obstacle for you that you're going to be facing. Okay. The next card we have here is the Moon. And the card in this position represents where to find support. Giving the card in front of it, perhaps for this month of November, seeking counsel, seeking a licensed professional to help guide you in terms of processing your feelings and the questions you have about why this part of your life there's a blockage. What is the issue here? Helping you go within, because you've been so focused on one part of your life, and now it's time to go within. It's time to really self-introspect, and sometimes you need a guide to do that. You need someone to help you process your feelings, to organize your thoughts, to figure this out, because it's been on your mind heavy, and it will continue to be on your mind heavy in the month of November. Okay. So the next card we have is the Queen of Swords. And the card in this position represents what action you can take. Okay, and so given that, I'm getting the sense that things have been very serious for you, and they will continue to be serious in the month of November. And so I think the action you will have to take is to lighten up a little bit, laugh a little bit. Okay, on the flip side, if you do seek counsel, you're going to have to face some truths, even the uncomfortable ones. Okay, but overall, I think just giving yourself the space to find some lightheartedness and some humor, because you're working hard and you are very focused and very serious. Okay, the last card here is the Hermit. Okay, and the card in this position represents advice and encouragement. Okay, Earth signs, so there will be a lot of demands on you for the month of November from a lot of people. Okay, and so it's important to give yourself the space to withdraw, to go into seclusion. You know, maybe each day you turn your phone off, or one day a week you just turn your phone off, you turn the computer off, you know, just so you can have that time to self-reflect. You're working really hard this upcoming month of November. You've been working hard, but it looks like you're going to be working even harder for the month of November. And so like all of your energy is pushed outwards. And now, looking at this bottom pile, it's time to start to withdraw inwards. You've accomplished what you wanted, and now it's time to start putting your energy inward and putting your energy in where you want your life to go next, in terms of the internal, in terms of connecting with yourself, in terms of connecting with other people. But first you have to connect with yourself, and going, you know, into seclusion and having that alone time can really help you figure that out. Okay. So let's next look at the self-care oracle, Earth signs, to see what self-care activity you can engage in for the month of November. Now, when you watch my videos, and hopefully you will, you'll know that self-care is really my favorite thing to talk about. Okay, because it's very important, and it's an actual real thing, not just a social media thing. Okay, so let's see here, what is something you can do for the month of November, okay, to take care of yourself, because you will be very busy. Okay. Meditate. Just like I said with the Hermit card, just like with the Moon card, going inward, using meditation to slow down, to have calm. Okay, let's see what the card reads. So the mantra is, I am at peace. Find a comfortable seat in a quiet place and close your eyes. As you sit in stillness, listen as you inhale and exhale, and slow your mind to settle so you can take a journey inward and upward. Meditation can be that simple. Although there are many approaches, the main goal is to empty the mind and become an observer of your thoughts, allowing them to enter and leave without attachment, labeling, or judgment. Sitting with just 5 minutes in the morning or the evening can lay the foundation for a daily meditation practice and create significant shifts in perspective. As you begin to see the benefits, you can go more in depth with your practice, incorporating guided meditation, breath work, or classes in different modes of meditation to see which resonates with you the most. Okay, so yes, meditation is very important, and I think for you earth signs, it's a practice that, given what will be going on for you in the month of November, can definitely help you go inward, can definitely help you relax, can definitely help you slow down. Okay, so those are your messages, earth signs. I hope some of it resonated with you. I want to wish you good luck for the upcoming month of November, and bless. Bye bye.